Okay, so for today, there wasn't that much movement, and well, after the first initial um, push up to complete this quarter, um, I in the morning, once it hit around the 750 mark, it started to kind of hover. There was a double tweezer top formation here that made me want to take a short at the 750, but then it made new highs as well for a minute there, and then now it's kind of chopping around. So I didn't really take anything today, so I decided to take two shots instead of one, because it was towards the end of the day anyway, and just play it bi-directional. So I have both a, and that's what's nice about this particular broker, is that they'll allow things like that. Most brokers don't allow bi-directional, but this is a CFD market. This isn't the future, so it's they're allowing it. And it's international based, so they're allowing it. So it's nice, but it's not always a good thing because you know you're taking double the risk for a reward that is guaranteed to only be uh, less. So it is, you're definitely, you know, that you're hedging, but there's still a chance that both of them get stopped out before hitting either target. And even if the best case scenario, you're still losing um, an additional three quarters to gain 10. So this isn't a move that I do very often. It's a move I do when it's there's not much going on and I haven't taken anything, and so uh, eh, yeah, and when there's a little bit more uncertainty. So I do have my background as a green right now because it is an uptrend. We did make, you know, we did make these like a new high technically, even though it didn't close yet. But if I look back on the onto the daily, um, this is a daily candle that made a new high. You know, it might not close above the previous high, but that isn't necessarily my criteria for um, you know, for an uptrend, right? So this is on the 240. We cracked above 60 a couple of times. This is 61. So the RSI to me is, and it made a low that couldn't break 40, and it's above 60 now. So on the 4 hour, I'm gonna say it's an uptrend. You have a high, low, and the new high. Although it's just barely in an uptrend, right? This could change back down to consolidation or downtrend very easily. Hence the hedged short. On the hourly, we have it's above 60. It's this made a low that did peak below the 40. The RSI did peak below 40, so eh, it's a little bit. It's not quite as strong agreement, but it's a bullish engulfing candle coupled with a RSI that broke above 60. Although you can argue that there is a bearish divergence. Did it make a new high with a lower? It made a new high with a lower RSI. So again, hence the hedged bet on there because I didn't take anything else today, so you might as well. I had these are my second and third shots for the day. Um, so that's on the hourly. It's like a more of a mixed, but still kind of a bullish trend with a lot of warning signs against it. And then if you look at the 15 minute, um, you can argue that there's a slight bearish divergence as well, but you know that's not as applicable on the lower time frame. I don't really give it as much credence. I usually start taking it seriously on the hourly. So there, I found evidence for both a long and a short off of a 750, and my commitment is to take a move, uh, no matter what, at at the quarters or one of the hesitation bands. It's in hindsight being 2020, it does work. I just miss them. It's a good shot to take. I just can't seem to nail it. So that's the cause of my losing streak right now, and hopefully I hit something here for a win, because this short that we had at the 575, it just completely went the other direction on me. So hopefully this, doesn't do the same thing.